when you make elderflower cordials, it's a bit of a faff, isn't it? There's an easier way. There's always an easier way. I might make cocktail syrups which you can use as cordials. You know, they're kind of the same thing really. It's just a bunch of sugar and it's a bunch of elderflower and a bit of hot water. You know, mix it all together, and what have you got? You've got like a lovely cordial, haven't you? So what I'm doing here is I picked the elderflower, picked it first thing this morning. Now I picked it first thing this morning because the pollen's really high then, and the pollen's really high, the elderflower's tastier. And that's tip number one. Level one somewhere? There. Alright, tip one. Tip two, leave all the green bits. Don't pick any of the green bits and put them in here, because the green bits contain cyanide. Tip two, let's have it here. The green bits contain cyanide, and that's not good for you. And that's why you get that kind of bittery taste. So I'm doing my best here. Tip three, I've left all the elderflower. Tip three, let's do it here. I've left all the elderflowers just on the table when I got in, just left them here outside so all the little critters could walk off. And then I don't have to wash them. As soon as you wash it, you're washing the pollen off. Wash the pollen off, you wash the best of the flavour off. And you're kind of left with a load of green sticks that sort of have a bit of flour stuck to it, and it's not as nice. The real flavour in elderflower is in the pollen, and that's, I can't stress that enough. That's what you need to get more than anything else. So I won't do a whole load, you know, I'll just do this much. And let's do that fast forward. Shall I do that? That's about half full. That should be enough for now. Shoot, where's the hot water? Pour over hot water. Now I'm pouring it just to cover the elderflowers in there. Now I can put sugar, or also got some local and organic honey that I might put in. Same amount of hot water as you put sugar or honey in it. Right? So that's about to there, I'll do it to about there. Good load in there. Give it a nice stir. It's draining out. But I'll leave it to infuse for a little while. I'll also, this is European silver fir. I'm going to put some of that in just to add another flavour. So we've got honey flavour in there. We've got elderflowers in there, and this will give it a kind of lemony taste. What's the way it's coming through? Just those two flavours really pair quite well together, elderflower, lemon. There's lemon in the spruce tips, so they're spruce tips, European silver fir spruce. Those tips of that plant have lemon in it, which is the same ingredient which is on the skin of the lemon. So when you add lemon zest to something, you're adding the same thing as when you add a few spruce tips. Right, so that's that done. The next stage to that is to strain it out. And I've forgotten. It's not a BBC, is it? You do this, you know, and you think, right, I've got everything sorted. You look at the table, and there's always things you don't actually need that you stick down, and all the things that you do need, you don't get it, do you? Anyway, so that's the syrup made. I probably should leave that to infuse for a bit longer, ideally about 5 minutes, but it's going to be a very boring video if we just sit there and do that. I'm going to pour that in. Right, and then allow that to cool, and then decant it into a little bottle, you know, something like this. And let's have a try. Let's see if those flavours work. You know, the elderflowers come through really well. The European silver fir spruce tips haven't really. Definitely need to leave those a bit longer. There's a hint. But yeah, ideally I'd have put those in first. Anyway, so that's how to make that stage. Let's throw it into a cocktail. So this is one that I came up with last week, and it's one that I've been drinking all summer. And it's one that I've been drinking all summer. So this is one that I came up with last week, and it's one that I've been drinking all summer. So this is homemade creme de cacao, cacao nibs. Put them in vodka infused for about 2 weeks. There we go, look at that lovely colour. Then top up with, that's 1 part, 2 parts, this is elderflower and honey syrup, 2 parts. And I could add gin instead of the creme de cacao, but this will be absolutely fine. Shove that on, give it a stir, shake even, give it a shake. And I shake until the bottom starts to feel cold. Because that's really what you're doing. You want to get the ice cube to be going like around. But look at that, that's fine, that's fine. Strain into a coupe or champagne or martini glass, cocktail glass. And maybe garnish. That's elderflower, honey, infusing in with some chocolate, very powerful chocolate, but a little bit of that sort of spruce tip coming through just to kind of finish it off. That's the drink for the summer. Cheers.